Hey there, Aries. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. At this channel, we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And this is a big week, astrologically speaking. There's a lot of things going on. So let's kind of unpack it and see where it takes us and figure out how we can best utilize all this energy. I always like to start with a conversation started from Spirit, so that's what I'm working on right here. And while we're doing that, I want to remind you of a few things, okay? So we've got Mercury going into retrograde. It'll be in retrograde in all the water signs this year. So this is going to affect the water sign energies much more than anyone else. It's Mercury in retrograde is a really good time to review and look past the last few months and what do you need to redo, what can you review and drill down into the details, how can you rest, how can you relax. Any of the R words kind of come into play with the Mercury in retrograde. It's also a really good time to slow down. Just kind of take it easy. Don't be speeding down the road, Aries. I know that's a little tough. And so see what you could do with that. And then we've got Taurus. Uranus is moving into Taurus the same day that we have a new moon, and we finish up the week moving into daylight savings time. So a lot of things going on, but Spirit's ready to get started, so let's rock with it. I want to thank and welcome all my new subscribers, all my returning viewers and subscribers, your likes, your shares, your comments. You guys are really helping grow my channel, and I appreciate it. So you've kind of got to see the energy of this week is going to be really busy. We've got this Four of Pentacles energy, which is kind of protecting what you have. You know, hanging on to what you have, not wanting to get too over involved, and protecting what you have, but at the same time, look, he's kind of offering it, right? It's like he's protecting his home, he's protecting where he's at, but his coins are right there in his hand. They're opened up, and you know, anybody or any seagull could fly in and grab one, and so it's not super protective. It's kind of like, well, this is what I have, and I'm not sure it's enough, but I'm trying to protect my home, my family. It's that kind of an energy of trying to create and save. And then we have the Five of Wands energy, which is a lot of things going on. You know, we've got dogs having tug of war here. You've got the kids play fighting. You got, I don't know, Dad coming in to break it up. Maybe he doesn't think it's so funny. Just a lot of activity, a lot of things going on, a lot of things that are going to demand your time and attention while you're trying to create and stabilize your wealth. And Taurus moving in, Uranus moving into Taurus is kind of a time where I think the financial markets, everybody's saying it's true, and it has been 84 years, so I wasn't here last time it did this, but that was 84 years ago, was 1929, right? It was during the time of the Great Depression. So Taurus can really mess with that. So you might want to take some time to review during this retrograde time your finances, just that you have a pretty good handle on it. So the moon's going to start out in your 11th house of groups and group activities, and it's your very outward personal persona to the world, and it's in Aquarius, which is an air sign and is very talkative, and so there's a real opportunity for group activities where you get to talk to people a lot over the weekend, but you also need to find what you need to release to find the peace. So we have, this is your Sunday into your Monday. So Sunday, if you can just kind of relax and let some stuff go, maybe settle it down so there's not so much activity. What can you release so that on Monday you start your week in a much more peaceful way, and it's much calmer? And so how you can do that, hopefully we'll get a little guidance here, and you have freedom. Wow. So freedom. What do you need to let go of? Is it emotional baggage? Is it mental? Is it physical? Is it just you have too many things going on? Is there some kind of a group that you're involved with that maybe you need to take a step back from? We're getting ready. Well, we are actually. We're in Pisces. And so Pisces is your 12th house. And so during the month before your solar return, which actually happens, on the 20th, I believe, of March. So before that happens, this is a real good time to slow down and figure out what your hopes, your goals, your dreams are, and what do you need to let go of so you can bring something new in? Where's the joy? Where's the freedom in that? It says, live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. And so, yeah, what do you need to release? Maybe you need to release yourself so that you could find some peace. And then the moon's going to go void, of course, for a little bit Tuesday morning. And then it, as the moon moves into Pisces, it just... Void, of course, means that it's very dark and it's quiet and it's a time of no activity. And so taking a time to just kind of relax, and that's right about the time that the moon is moving into Pisces. That is when Mercury starts going, it's not actually going backwards, but it appears to be going backwards in the sky, and we call that retrograde. And so I think this week, is a good time to just kind of figure out what you want to let go of, because now we're in your 12th house. The moon's in your 12th house, the sun's in your 12th house, and Mercury is going retrograde. I mean, it is a really good time to just kind of let your mind go and see what it is that you want to create for yourself. What do you need to release? You have guidance. Find safety in your beacon's light and opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. So figure out what you want to let go of so that you can start becoming or creating what you want to with this energy of this new moon that happens on Wednesday. That's the beginning. It's a gateway that you can sort of walk through to see where it is you're going and to get you some guidance on that. I actually chose the gateway cards because I just feel like this new moon, every new moon is sort of a gateway. And so I kind of like to use these cards for it. So let's just see what we get here for this Mercury retrograde new moon and Taurus, the same day that we have the new moon. Uranus moves into Taurus. I mean, wow, so much going on. And you have breaking through a barrier, which resembles in so many ways this freedom. You're going to break through some kind of a barrier. Something that's been holding you back, something that you've been fighting for to help create this abundance that you want. There's a real opportunity for a breakthrough. It does mean you're going to have to give up a little bit to get there, but there's a lot happening here. Wow, there's a lot happening here. Okay, so we have realization and acceptance. So there's a breakthrough that's going to bring about, see, there's the keyhole where you can step through. And so this realization, this breakthrough, this opportunity, this freedom that you find, if you can just accept the opportunity and go with it, then the next thing that happens is the growth, right? Then there's the growth. And so when the moon on Saturday moves into Taurus, it's about laying the foundations and the structures and creating what you want. This is in your second house of self-esteem, self-value, self-worth, and financial resources. And so I think, though, because we have self-love next, that this might be about you really finding that peace and that joy in knowing who you are, what you want, that you can do it, that you can go for it. I'm going to use some cards here from the map. I Colette Baron Reed to kind of just give us a little guidance, because this week just feels like there's so much going to be happening, and I just wanted some, the map, tell us what we're doing. This seems kind of crazy, right? All this stuff happening. And you have dry desert and goblins. Okay. All right. Let's talk, Aries. Let's talk, shall we? Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's an opportunity. There's a real option to have a breakthrough. You have to excuse me. My moon is in Pisces. This retrograde with my Cancer sun and my Pisces moon. Oh, and my Mercury is also in Cancer. So, yeah, I struggle to talk. So bear with me. So you have goblins, which means negative self-talk, things that are holding you back, things that are bothering you, things that are scaring you, but it's all in your head. I don't want to say it's all in your head. I hate when people say that. But it's things that you've heard, maybe since you were a child, things that you need to release and let go of. If you can let that stuff go, if you can learn how to break through that, if you can learn to love yourself, if that's the barrier that you need to break through with all this energy, and there's so much energy between the new moon and the Taurus switching signs, and just everything's culminating. And honestly, with not Taurus switching signs, Uranus switching signs, it's coming out of Aries. And so at that 0 degrees moving into Taurus, that is like completing a major cycle. It's been in Aries for like the last 7 years. So you've been feeling it. It's been probably upsetting the balance of things. It's chaos, and it's restructuring, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. And so maybe the part of it is that the opportunity that's around has been from this releasing of this energy as it now moves out of your sign and moves into Taurus. And you've got the moon and the sun hanging out there in Pisces. And then there's that Aries energy coming in of the new and the start. You got a lot going on. I totally missed that part. This card right here. This card here was, I didn't even tell you, that was when the moon moves into Aries on Thursday. There's so much going on, I can't even keep track of everything. So there's a breakthrough that comes with that moon moving out of the 12th house into your first house of yourself and who you are and what you want. And this dry desert card, this is you needing to believe in yourself and trust that if you keep going, there is an oasis ahead. You've got to quiet the goblins. You've got to believe in the opportunities, right? There is freedom in letting things go. You can totally get there. There's freedom. I think you just need to believe in yourself, right? And all these people that are coming at you and bringing their stuff, people are stressed out right now. There's a lot happening. So step back and get into yourself and remember what it is you really want. Where's the freedom for you? What do you need to release, or how do you need to unchain yourself? You know, what is this barrier that you need to break through? Let me get you some. Okay, this is lovely. You have Scarlet. Attract success. So if you can quiet the negative self-talk, if you can quiet the little voices in your head that say, oh, I don't think you can do that because it hasn't always worked out in the past, or that's not such a great idea. Really? Take a risk. Go for it. I really think that if you can break through that barrier of the negative self-talk and really focus on what it is you want, it's going to be Mercury retrograde. It's going to slow down communication. Maybe not yours, but other people around you. So just take things slow. And look through things, but attracting, not chasing success. Bring it to you by you just believing in yourself. Raise your vibration so that you bring that kind of a vibration in. Wow, Aries, that's an interesting reading. Don't forget to change your clocks. Check out your monthly. I'll go ahead and put it over here. It was interesting too. So there's a lot going on. It's a busy month, celestially speaking, but particularly this week. So hang in there, Aries. Believe in yourself. You can do anything you really want to. And just remember to attract success, not chase it. Okay? I will see you soon. Thanks so much.